You know, among all the different religions in the world, there is another perspective that you can take on your idea of God. And this perspective basically is you decide what God is in your life based on the knowledge that you have, based on your personal experience. Forget about everything that your church taught you. Forget about everything that your friends taught you, everything your parents taught you. Forget about that for a second and decide for yourself what God looks like in your life. Or maybe explore different perspectives and pick which one most resonates with how you feel like your life is. And once you do that, you can make that your new perspective. You can make that your new base on how you perceive the world. And the only thing that I would say is the one consistent thing that I hear from the multiple religions that I've studied is that God is love. So I would say the only thing that you want to be sure of is that whatever philosophy or idea or reality that you choose for yourself, choose one that is rooted in loving the people, loving yourself for one, and loving the people around you. Because not just based on the religions, but based on what I know about science um, and consciousness, love is the highest form of selfhood, if that makes sense. Because all the other things that you can decide on, you decide on it because of your emotions. But love is like a free will. Love is something you do despite how you feel. And when I talk about love, I'm not talking about the emotions, the emotional love. To me, that's empathy. When I talk about love, I talk about action. So love is doing things for others outside of how you may feel about that thing. And I'm throwing in more of my opinions in here. I apologize for that because I did want this video to kind of stick to the subject. But real talk, that's another way that you can approach having a religion, I guess you want to call it, or I would say having like a philosophy other than the organized religions. And allow me to keep building on this over time. I promise my explanations of this stuff is just going to get better and better as I do this and I write it down and I really explore my own concept. But my goal is for the people that have decided to go against the grain and for the people that don't feel like the current ideologies or none of the stuff that goes is going on in the world right now feels right and resonates with them. Like I want to help you guys find your own direction because it ultimately it is your own. Like you're finding your own. So I can't tell you what that is. But what I can do is tell you what it is for me. And I promise you, if you are someone that is serious about knowing you, knowing yourself, there are gonna be some similarities. It's inevitable because God is everything. And once you start pointing yourself towards that, it's the only concrete thing that exists. So there's gonna be a lot of similarities once you point your will in that direction. And I just want to be an example to help people along the way because, yeah, breaking away from the system is hard. Like, and I'm saying that as I'm still continuing to try to do it. I still find myself falling back into the old version of myself. What's going on right now? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out why he's talking. I still find myself falling back into old versions of myself, regardless of the amount of knowledge that I have, because emotions are that hard to deal with. But like I said, 2026 has been the year of transition so far, and I don't know. Personally, I feel like a lot of us are starting to hit that groove in the path. It's like we've been walking the path for so long and have been kind of seeing ourselves walk in circles in the path for so long that now we've like built a groove in the path. Like there's a walkway. Like we can see our own footsteps. And instead of being lost in thought while dealing with it and not really paying attention to what's going on, now we're slowed down enough to actually pay attention to what's going on around us. And we can see the paths that we've already like kind of built into the ground. And we can see the alternate paths that we should take a lot better now. That's the most important thing is being able to see those alternate paths that we can take and other perspectives we can have in different ways we can approach those things when they represent themselves because they do continue to represent themselves until we can mentally overcome it. Um, this was a long rant. It went a lot longer than I expected. I forgot I was even talking to the camera, to be honest. But yeah, be you. Find your way. Uh, Follow your joy. Love the people around you. Love the things that you do. Find love in it regardless of what it is. And if you can't find the love in it, move around. Get into spaces where that love is there. Like there's there's no reason to punish yourself in life. Like I get that there are times when you feel like you need to be resilient. Like I understand that to an extent, but at some point you need to stop being resilient